they're basically saying we're not so concerned about recognizing the personhood of these children. Rape, incest, fetal anomaly, we're not so much concerned about recognizing that they have inalienable rights until we get our way on the new Amendment 3.
This is Wes Scroggins of Abolish Abortion Missouri, and he's pointing out that currently the pro-life leaders in Missouri are not interested in personhood for preborn babies under the law. And why? Because they say we need to do it incrementally and strategically, and that we need to temper justice with wisdom. This quote is from an article about the abolition versus pro-life argument, which was posted by a pro-life leader in Missouri. It says this: "Let's be clear about something first. Everyone in this conversation longs to see abortion abolished. The disagreement is not about the value of unborn life. It is about strategy, sequencing, prudence, and where justice should primarily fall in a culture that has normalized abortion for more than 5 decades." So pro-life leaders are saying we have the same goal as you abolitionists, but we just disagree on how to get to that goal. And what's their strategy to get to that goal? A3, the new Amendment 3 in Missouri for 2026.
More and more and more, I'm hearing people like these A3 promoters say that they're abolitionists. No, they're not. They're more pro-abortion. But they say they believe in personhood. But what you all need to know is that there was not one of them there.
There was a committee Senate hearing for SJR 72, and that's what he's talking about. There was a huge amount of abolitionists that showed up to simply define in our Constitution that personhood also includes preborn babies in our law. That means equal rights for preborn babies, equal protection under the law. And not one pro-life leader showed up in support of SJR 72.
None of those folks testified in support of personhood, even though they are telling us that they believe in personhood.
I think we can surmise that the pro-life leaders, though they say they want to end abortion, that defining personhood in our Constitution to include preborn babies is not, sadly, a part of their strategy against abortion. And that makes me wonder if they're ever planning to establish personhood for preborn babies, if they won't do it right now. One of the 2 witness testimonies that was in opposition to the personhood resolution states pretty clearly what the strategy is for the A3 pro-life leaders, and why abolition and personhood for the preborn does not fit into that strategy.
The testimony went something like this. It basically said that that we need to oppose the personhood resolution because we need to be very strategic. We need to get the Amendment 3, right, the current Amendment 3 out of the Constitution first, and then support personhood. Right, but we've got to get abortion out of the Constitution first. That's what the testimony said, and many of these group leaders that I'm referring to, who I've challenged to debate, who have declined and refused to debate me, you hear this very argument coming from them. They will say we've got to get Amendment 3 out. By passing the new Amendment 3, we've got to get the old Amendment 3 out, and then we will support personhood. All right? But we've got to get abortion out of the Constitution first. Okay, real quick, folks. That right there tells you something about their view of human life and human nature, right? I mean, they're basically saying we're not so concerned about recognizing the personhood of these children. Rape, incest, fetal anomaly, we're not so much concerned about recognizing that they have inalienable rights until we get our way on the new Amendment 3.
And as Dr. Scroggins later points out in this same podcast episode, the New Amendment 3 does not, in fact, remove abortion from our Constitution. It gives allowance. It's not even an exception anymore. It says you may induce an abortion if these certain circumstances are met. The New Amendment 3 does not get abortion out of our Constitution. It gives allowance for it.